Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lake Laogai server with me, Vanillaraccoon. Heyo! And in this episode, we are going to begin to construct our base. However, I'm not 100% sure if we are going to be completing it in this episode. But in the event that we don't, then that's perfectly okay, because so long as we begin to work on a project or build, then that's all that really matters. Now, this is the stretch of land that I have decided to build within. It's not that far from spawn, and actually what I would like to do is begin to gather up the resources that I'm going to need to begin to construct my base. But while I go ahead and do that, I'm going to play some footage for you all that I had recorded earlier in the day with fellow server mate Magoo. He was ever so kind to give me a tour around the place and show me what there is, so that when I am ready to begin to get some shopping done, then I know where to go to pick up X, Y, and Z. Also, I'm in dire need of some dark oak saplings, and just over the hillside there should be a dark oak forest. So while I gather up my resources and begin to get my build on while you all are watching that footage, I'm going to go ahead and just chop down a few dark oak trees and gather up the saplings. But nevertheless, I'll be sure to replant them, because when in doubt, it's always good to replant a tree after you chop it down. I think good old Piggy Wig in the background once said that. I don't know if that zombie villager that we have back there said that at all at any point in time. But I'm going to go ahead and begin to do all of that. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoy the tour that Magoo was kind enough to give us, and I'll see you guys when there's some progress done on our base. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are at Spawn Island with the one, the only, the Mr. Magoo. Am I saying your name correctly, by the way?
Yeah, it's close enough.
Magoo. Tell me, how do you pronounce your name then?
I pronounce it Magoo.
Okay.
So you're very close.
Okay.
That's close enough. Yeah.
Not quite on the mark, but fairly close where it's acceptable.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be mad at you for telling me that.
Alrighty then. If I may say so, by the way, you have a very handsome goatee. So
Thank you. I've grown it myself.
Excellent. And blue. That's like one of my favorite colors right there. I love the shirt too.
Really nice shirt.
Yeah, this is starting off great and everything. So we're here over on Spawn Island, and to my memory, at least from what I've seen on video, most likely from, I think it was a Tuxedo Cat, or as I like to call it, the Cat in the Tux, because it's a playoff from the Cat in the Hat. I think he said in one of his videos that this is like the newbie station.
Well, sort of. Sort of. We have some spare gear and I think some food, a little things over here, but then we have the other newly built newbie station.
Oh,
that we can go look at.
There's not one, but two newbie stations,
yeah.
Although one is quote unquote the official one.
This one hasn't got an exterior yet, but it will get there, I think.
I see it's getting to be nighttime, so I'm just gonna close the door behind us. God forbid we have a creeper come in. It's like, I'm a noob. What?
I'm just gonna sleep in here a little bit. So this is the Fate's build. So you have the armor equipping stations that you just step in and you get fully equipped with armor.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never actually built one of those before, nor do I know how they work, but I'm sure it's like simple redstone magic.
Let's see here. This is a bit screwed up. The idea is you twist the arrow to what's it pointing at, and you get the stuff, but it's one behind here.
I was about to say, the sword is on a orange block, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that shulker box appears to be a little on the blue side of things.
Yeah, and you know.
Oh, well, that one appears to be correct. Oh, wait, no, because the arrow's pointing at the bone mill.
It's pointing at the red one. So, if you want some golden carrots, you can grab some.
Oh, I'm good for now, at least.
You're good for now, yeah. So this is a nice thing. It breaks when you twist the arrow too fast. It breaks.
So, in theory, what you're saying what you're saying is that in theory, if we twist it if we twist it fairly fast in a short amount of time, it'll then unbreak itself?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, then I'm just gonna step back a little bit.
I think it's better just to remove the shulker boxes and place them in manually in the right order. This is pretty much the old spawn. No one...
Right.
There are some shops here, I think, but no one uses this anymore.
Right.
Much of it.
This is the part of the history of the server, correct?
Yes, it's a very old server, so...
that was going to lead me into my next question, which was this server started when exactly in Minecraft update terms?
I think one of the 1.7 updates.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to like get that on camera for the peeps to know how old it is.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it was 1.7 something. Yeah. So it's a very old server, and there has been no resets. He doesn't like you.
I was about to say, like, you know, pigs tend to follow, piggywigs follow carrots, but I guess they don't like shiny carrots.
No, they're a bit picky.
He's not a fan of King Midas, I see. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little footage of fellow server mate Magoo giving us a little tour of Spawn Island, and I just want to say that there are some beautiful builds on this server, but unfortunately we don't have all the time in the world in episode 1 to take a look at every single little thing. But at least for now, let's go ahead and take a look as to what we have for progress on our base. Now, this is going to be a multi-level structure, and right here at least is where I plan on taking a few resources and materials that I may need to craft up a chest, a crafting chest table, and even a furnace, or maybe even an anvil. But right down here at least is where we're going to be having our storage area. Now, what I went ahead and did was right here I cleared out an opening on both sides, so then we technically have 3 entry/exit points for the basement and not just the one right here. And then right here in this space, I would like to try and create something fairly interesting utilizing the glazed terracotta blocks, because after all, this server is running on the latest snapshot so long as it is stable for a server. I should mention that right here and now. But I'm a little puzzled if I want to let this entrance/exit point be just flat, or if I want to just create a nifty little pathway that leads up to the ground level. But I have some more footage that I'd like to play for you all that I had recorded earlier in the day with Magoo when he was giving us a tour around the server. So I'm going to begin to roll that for you all now. And when I bring it back, we're most likely going to wrap things up for this episode. So I'll see you guys in a moment. In all my days of playing the Minecraft, I've never seen another hub look so beautiful like what we have right here. Just the use of the glass panes, the glass blocks as the floor, and then the hardened clay blocks as well. And I think if I were to accidentally slip and fall right here, that would kill me. I'm just gonna step back now onto the actual floor here, but part of me was wondering, with all the glass and the clay and all the light sources, this place pretty much is spawn proof, correct?
I think pigmen can still spawn in here, but apart from that, it's...
oh,
it's
I was
safe.
About to say,
it's
I see
safe
them.
At least.
We just gotta wander through down this little corridor right here, follow the grass, which I think is a nice touch in the nether, because the nether is so... The nether is so... What's it called? It's like, it has a opposite of heaven vibe going on, but then when you have the grass blocks, you just get this sense of life. And by the way, whoever did the whole let's go ahead and use blue glass as the water and then build a bridge over it, fantastic. I absolutely love that. That was one of the first things I noticed when I was on the server, and I was just like, wait a minute, this is like a bridge as if it's in the overworld. And I was like, wait, then do they have water here? And I was like, because that's not really possible unless you have command blocks. But then I was like, oh, there's your water, just glass blocks. Like, it's simple. It's the simple things in life that makes things beautiful.
So this is the shopping district.
Okay, so how does this system work that we have here with all the chests?
First of all, here you can sell stuff without building a shop. So you just buy a sign from this for, I think, 3 diamonds or something, and then you can just put it on a chest and pretty much put down what you're selling.
Let me get this straight. The sign, the 6 planks and 1 stick,
Yes.
is 3 diamonds.
No, it's the spot.
Oh, because you said you could buy a sign for 3 diamonds. I'm like, oh, that's a great marketing
technically,
strategy.
That's what you're doing, and you're putting the sign on a chest.
Okay, so you gotta buy your quote-unquote plot, in this
Yes.
case the chest, and then you can begin selling. Okay, then.
Or you can build your own shop if you want to. You don't have to sell stuff here. You can build your own house.
The builder in me says I'll build my own shop, but the realist in me says I'll be lazy and opt out for the chest. Winter
That
Graver.
Winter grabber.
Unless I was about to say, like, unless I'm reading that wrong and it's just my glasses need to be cleaned or something. Danoobs. Exotic items. Open 4. Open
Yes.
4. Okay, I'll talk about a cliffhanger there. Wow. This place.
This is pretty nice looking.
Looting.
what's-
320.
What's special in here is you put a diamond in this chest, and then these fence gates get retracted so you can trade with villagers.
So it's a pay to trade type of deal.
Yes.
That's smart right there. That is smart.
Or you can buy already traded books from my shop instead, which is much better.
A little self-promotion there. I see what you're doing.
A little bit, yeah. You could also buy an elytra, of which he has none, or a nether star. Oh, he has a nether star. And a couple of emeralds, but yeah. He needs to stock up his shop a little bit. We have since a little landscaping business.
The Landscaping Emporium.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen
And
this on video. There's like a sign that I want to see here.
Is it the top one?
Yeah, the next Corrales? Corrales.
Yeah. It's totally believable.
Yes, gardens that are good, they're sinful. That are so good, they're sinful. Better than any natural terrain gen. Shishwammy. How on earth does he do it? Danoobs. Is sin actually Mother Nature? A force not to be reckoned with? Unless you want to hire sins to do your landscaping, then in that case, reckon with that force of nature? Yeah.
Yeah, there seems to be something shady about that marketing strategy, but you know, it's I'm not judging.
No judgment whatsoever going on here.
No. And we also have a completely out of stock Redstone Shop here.
Completely out of stock.
Yep. There is absolutely nothing in here.
Wow.
No.
Well, I don't want to be that guy, but if you need any supplies, you know, right here in the walls, there seems to be some redstone dust. You know, just like put a sign that says IOU or I will replace or something like that. And then we have a Goldporium.
Goldporium. You can buy your golden carrots in here. He has some stock, but not too much.
I love it how the gold shop is. It looks like not nether. It looks like a shop from the end.
You can also buy a complete beacon base for 20 diamonds.
Oh wow. I guess 20 diamonds for a complete beacon base. That, at first thought, that seems reasonable, but now that I think about it, I'm not sure who's getting the better end of the stick there.
Here is Paragraph's wool shop. He has some stock. He's out of, and there are other colors on the bottom floor. So he has every color.
I'm trying to respect the sign that says private quarters. But considering that I can peek through the door.
You stay out of there.
Okay. Let's see, what is down here then? Ooh, more colors, alright.
More colors, yes.
4 string. No, wait, no, string. 4 stacks per diamond. There's no string though.
No, and he's also a lot out of stock.
Now, I stepped foot in here and I was trying to read the signs and understand it, but I couldn't really figure it out.
If you look here, that's a good example.
Okay.
HK is buying quartz blocks, 3 diamonds for a stack. So if you have a stack of quartz block, you can put it in here and take 3 diamonds. So if you want to buy stuff, you can let people know here what you're buying, and they can come here and sell it to you.
So instead of going to the shop comes to you.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like, hey, I'm willing to buy this, and then you just put the ad out, and then if the shop person sees it, then they'll go, oh, okay then.
Over here is the best shop, I think, in the whole district.
Is this gonna be that little self-promotion that was earlier?
No.
Oh, the Enchanted book, good. We're just gonna forget about the first word in that sign. Enchanted books, though. Oops. I have such a nasty habit of closing the door right behind me when I walk through. It's like I'm always worried that something's gonna come up from behind and explode or give me a hug. Okay, Silk Touch. Ooh. Fortune 3.
If you want to, you can buy complete pickaxes over here for this low price of 8 diamonds.
I don't see the sign. Is there a sign or something?
If you look at the items in the item frame.
Oh, see, I am in F1 mode, so I wasn't able to see it. Okay, Silk Touch, 8 diamonds. Now I see it. I was about to say, like, I know we're playing at a snapshot, so I wasn't sure if it was like bugging out on me now or something. Interesting, though.
So you can get your mending books here and stuff. And if you need any other books, I mean, this is not a big shop, so I can't fit everything in here. But if you need other books, just let me know. I have most of them. And then we have the Hanging Guardian as well.
I gotta say, that's one of the coolest things I've seen, where like it's an actual guardian that's just hanging by its tail, I think.
Yeah, so it's hanging. You have the eye underneath here, so it's and water.
That's a little creepy, but it's also cool at the same time.
It's really cool, this thing.
All right.
And you have his little heart hanging in the middle.
The fact that you just have like this minor subtle detail, such as this right here.
Yeah.
Amazing, but it's also like, okay, that's his heart. Gotcha. It's like, oh, let me just walk around his heart right here to get to the prismarine bricks and then the dark prismarine and everything else. It's like, oh, I bumped into the heart. Well, I guess that's some form of love we got from him. Well, our base is not fully completed, but she's, I would say, maybe 60 to 70% completed. We still have to work on finishing up the quote-unquote roof of it, but nevertheless, we're going to take our time working on this base here, and that's only because I don't want to rush into things right off the bat with this series, let alone playing on the server. But we do at least have a proper storage area along with a working area that we can craft up the simplest of things, such as a crafting chest table, maybe even a chest, along with a furnace and an anvil if we so choose to create one of those. But we also have an area where we can just idly stand around and take in the view of the shoreline along with the surrounding biomes. And I still have to get something to drink and eat for our little testificate, because he seems to still have a tummy ache, and I at least don't want to seem like a rude host and let him just stand around and not have a way to feel better. But let's just go ahead and exit cinematic mode because it appears to be getting a little buggy now. So this is what we have for our basement area slash storage area. Fun little fact, I found out that I can actually stack on top of one another 3 chests and even have access to the very top one because those are slabs and not planks. But right here we'll only be able to fit 2 chests on top of one another. But I think at least for now that's going to be a little more storage than I'm going to need. Now I noticed and realized that the primary blocks that we have that are making up our base is cobblestone, but what I plan to do when I gather up the appropriate resources is to create certain glazed terracotta blocks, and at least for the basement area, so we don't feel like we're walking around in some catacomb, is I would like to replace the cobblestone with glazed terracotta blocks, so then it looks a little fancy in the sense that we have some type of art on the walls as opposed to just making paintings and then throwing them on there, or doing the, I'll say, traditional building style, which is taking stairs and slabs and just throwing them into the wall to try and create some type of pattern or apply depth and detail to it. But considering the fact that it is now nighttime and we should be safe, considering I have quite a handful of torches scattered around here in a particular grid pattern, I think that's going to do it for this episode. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this episode, then be sure to leave a like and share it with all your friends, family, and so on and so forth. And if you're new to the channel, then I would like to invite you to check out the rest of it. But don't forget to turn on notifications when subscribing. That way you will then be notified when future Minecraft content and other gameplay content is uploaded by yours truly, that little piggy wig in the background, and Vanilla Raccoon. But I'd like to wish you all a happy day, and peace out.